again, welcome to our next tutorial video, which is standard 6/8 march. So it's 4 parts to this. We're going to play through each part one at a time, so it's 2 lines per part. And because it's a 6/8, we're counting 6 quaver notes per bar. And if you think back to your theory lessons, if you've not had this lesson on time signatures yet, don't stress, okay? But the 6 quavers add up to the same value as 2 crotchets per bar, or 2 dotted crotchets per bar, sorry. So the way we play this is, think back again to our counting exercises in 6/8. It was 1-a-day, 2-a-day, 1-a-day, 2-a-day, that rhythm there. And then 1-day, 2-day, 1. So if we look here straight away, if I'll highlight these 2 bars and we'll zoom in on it. Okay, you've got a quaver on its own, so instead of and, it's going to be D, and it's in compound time. So you'll be 1, 2-day, 1-day, 2-day, 1-a-day, 2-a-day, 1. So when you're doing 1-a-day, 2-a-days, because I've got the dot and the cat, we're stretching and pulling them. So instead of 1-a-day, 2-a-day, be 1-a-day, 2-a-day. So that's the rhythm we need to try and get. 1-a-day, 2-a-day, 1. And it's quite an easy rhythm to do, as long as when you get the 1 and the 2, stretch them, and stretch them with your voice. You could stretch it like this. 1-a-day, 2-a-day. Okay? So you'll be tap, flam, 7-stroke roll, 7-stroke roll, right, left, drag, left, right, flam. And the reason I'm doing a drag there, normally you would do a flam there, okay, but I'm doing a drag, okay, because for this level 3, I believe this is level 3, yeah, SCQF level 3, we need to be able to play drags. So I've took the flam that was in there and put a drag in it. Okay, and by this point you'll have played drags, or you should have played drags. Okay, so you'll be tap, flam, 7-stroke roll, 7-stroke roll, right, left, drag. So let's take it up to there. So we'll be tap, flam, 7-stroke roll, 7-stroke roll, right, left, drag. And remember, your drag is the same as a flam. So there's your flam. You're just taking the low hand and buzzing it into the pad, and a teeny tiny tight buzz, okay? Not killed. Alright, because if I kill it, you get that horrible, dull, choked sound. Alright, I'm light on the buzz. I'm light with my hands, and I'm light with the volume. Tap, flam, 7-stroke roll, 7-stroke roll, right, left, drag. Try that. 1, 2, tap, flam, 7-stroke roll, 7-stroke roll, right, left, drag. And one more. 1, 2, tap, flam, 7-stroke roll, 7-stroke roll, right, left, drag, left, right, flam. And all we're doing now is adding left, right, flam. Okay? So we can try that. Tap, flam, 7-stroke roll, 7-stroke roll, right, left, drag, left, right, flam. And we'll stop on that left flam there. Right, let's try it. 1, 2, tap, flam, 7-stroke roll, 7-stroke roll, right, left, drag, left, right, flam. And again, 1, 2, tap, flam, 7-stroke roll, 7-stroke roll, right, left, drag, left, right, flam. And when we play drags, I always bring the volume down. Alright, I'll never play a big loud drag. It just doesn't sound very good. So just come off it. Alright, let's try it again. 1, 2, tap, flam, 7-stroke roll, 7-stroke roll, right, left, drag, left, right, flam. And one more. 1, 2, tap, flam, 7-stroke roll, 7-stroke roll, right, left, drag, left, right, flam. And that leads us into the middle. Okay, flam, right, left, hickory, dickory, dock, left, right, flam. So it's that rhythm again. Da, 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 da. So 1-a-day, 2, 1-a-day, 2. And if I zoom out a little touch, you'll see that middle stays the same through every part. So when we get to the middle, you would just play that middle, just like the 3/4. Alright, when we play the middle, it's the exact same middle on every part. So let's tackle this middle. Okay, I'll zoom out just a touch so we can see that left tap. So you'll be flam, right, left, left, right, flam. Try that. 1, 2, go. 1-a-day, 2, 1-a-day, 2. 1, 2, 1 niddy, 2, 1 niddy, 2. And one more. 1, 2, 1 niddy, 2, 1 niddy, 2. And again, if you need to play that again, rewind it back, alright, because there's 4 parts to this tune, so I want to keep the video fairly short and sweet. So once you've done that, you've got a left tap. Now that left tap is the same as the left tap we done on the start of the tune. Okay, so you'll be tap, flam, second stroke roll, right, left, drag, left, right, flam. Okay, so I'm going to try it from the start. I'll play it all the way through this line, straight into the second line, and I'll stop on that left flam. We'll try it with the beeps this time. Okay, after 2. 1, 2, tap, flam, second roll, right, left, drag, left, right, flam, right, left, drop, left, right, flam, tap, flam, second roll, right, left, drag, left, right, flam. And I'll try it again. 1, 2, tap, flam, second roll, right, left, drag, left, right, flam, right, left, drop, left, right, flam. Same again. Second roll, right, left, drag, left, right, flam. And that leads us into the ending. Okay, so if you look above, the ending and the middle, they're very similar. Very similar. The only difference is, when we've done flam, right, left, you're going to go flam, does up, and it's going to be a little 5-stroke roll. Okay, so let's zoom into that and have a look at it. So you'll be chut, does up, hickory dickory dock, left, right, flam. So we'll try that on its own. So you get this, flam, do that, hickory dickory dock, left, right, flam. And yes, this 5-stroke roll is going to be short. Alright, short and fast, but you don't need to cheat. Please don't cheat. Don't do this, or this, or this. Alright, there's so many different ways of cheating on it. Please don't do any of them. Alright, do not be lazy. And the way to get around it is keep the 5 low. Just tickle it in. Left, right, flam. Let's try that. 1, 2, go, flam, 5. Left, right, flam. And again, 1, 2, go, flam, 5. Left, right, flam. And one more. 1, 2, flam, 5. Left, right, flam. And at that point, you would repeat it. Okay? So if I go back to wherever repeat mark is, it's here. So you would be tap, flam, right back into it. So let's highlight the whole part. So first line, tap, flam, second stroke roll, right, left, drag, right, left, right, flam, right, left, higgity, diggity, dot, left, right, flam, tap, straight in the second line, flam, roll, second stroke roll, right, left, drag, left, right, flam, does up, hickety, dickety, dock, left, right, flam. And then you might think, well, where's the tap? Tap's there. Alright, that's the tap we're playing to go back into the part. So let's do that whole part, and I'll do it with the repeat. After 2. 1, 2, tap, flam, roll, right, left, flam, right, flam, right, left, higgity, diggity, dot, left, right, flam, tap, flam, roll, right, left, drag, left, right, flam, 5, higgity, diggity, dot, left, right, flam. Repeated. Roll, right, left, drag, left, right, flam, right, left, higgity, diggity, dot, left, right, flam. Same again. Roll, right, left, drag, left, right, flam, higgity, diggity, dot, left, right, flam. Done. And I'm going to get you guys to play that yourselves. Okay, rewind it back as many times as you need. Alright? Until you're very comfortable and confident with that part. And then move on to the second part, which is here. So same left tap to start the part. So let's zoom in. And we've got a new movement here. So you'll see it's a 5-stroke roll, because it's going from the right to the right, and it's very short. So it's a 5-stroke roll. Not as short as this 5-stroke roll, which incidentally is the same as the ending. Chap, does up, same Flam 5. So this is a 5-stroke roll, but it's a fat 5. Alright, so you need to be quite lazy on it. And then the last tap of the 5 and the left tap after it are quite quick. Alright, so let's zoom in on that movement. Right in, geez oh. So it's going to be 5-stroke tap tap. So the way I like to think of it is buzz buzz tap tap, buzz buzz tap tap. I'll say 2 buzzes, 2 taps. Buzz buzz tap tap. Try just that. Buzz buzz tap tap. 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 And now what I'll do is I'll slow the buzzes down and speed the taps up. So buzz buzz tap tap. 3, 4. Buzz buzz tap tap. 3, 4. Buzz buzz tap tap. Try that. Buzz buzz tap tap. So right left right left. Right left right left. 3, 4. Buzz buzz tap tap. Slow buzzes, quick taps. Buzz buzz tap tap. 3, 4. Buzz buzz tap tap. 3, 4. Buzz buzz tap tap. And one more. Buzz buzz tap tap. Done. So if we zoom out again, we've got 2 of those movements. So left tap to introduce the part. Tap. Buzz buzz tap tap. Buzz buzz tap tap. Flam does up. And again, this Flam does up, the Flam 5, is the same as the Flam 5 we just done in the ending of that first part. Ja does up. Exact same, okay? Ja does up, and then in buzz buzz tap tap. Another one of those movements, okay? So let's highlight that whole 2-bar phrase. Can I zoom in a touch? Not really. Not really. That's fine there, though. That'll be okay. So, I'll put the metronome on. So you get this. 1, 2, tap, buzz buzz tap tap, buzz buzz tap tap, Flam 5, buzz buzz tap tap. Try that. 1, 2, tap, buzz buzz tap tap, buzz buzz tap tap, Flam 5, buzz buzz tap tap. And this one might take a bit longer for you to get. It's easier when it's faster, believe it or not. 1, 2, tap, buzz buzz tap tap, buzz buzz tap tap, Flam 5, buzz buzz tap tap. And one more. 1, 2, tap, buzz buzz tap tap, buzz buzz tap tap, Flam 5, buzz buzz tap tap. And again, rewind that back if you need to, because the next bit is the exact same as the first part, the middle. Exact same. 1 a day, 2, 1 a day, 2. So you'll be Flam, left right, hickory dickory dock, left right, Flam. So that remains the exact same as the first part, that middle. So if I zoom out, there, they are the same. The only difference is it naturally falls on the right Flam instead of naturally falling on the left Flam. So you'd be right Flam, left right, hickory dickory dock, left right, Flam. So I'm going to try that 4 bars, and I'll leave that last left tap for now. Ready? After 2, 1, 2, tap, buzz buzz tap tap, buzz buzz tap tap, Flam 5, buzz buzz tap tap, Flam left right, top, left right, Flam, and again. 1, 2, tap, buzz buzz tap tap, buzz buzz tap tap, Flam 5, buzz buzz tap tap, Flam left right, top, left right, Flam, and one more. 1, 2, tap, buzz buzz tap tap, buzz buzz tap tap, Flam 5, buzz buzz tap tap, Flam left right, top, left right, Flam. Done. Okay. So thereafter, same left tap again. Then you play the exact same phrase again. Buzz buzz tap tap, buzz buzz tap tap, Flam does up, buzz buzz tap tap. And then guess what? You play the exact same ending as you did in the first part. So this has got the same structure as the 3-4 when the Scott and the Brave had. Okay, you play the start of the part. Okay, so say it's the second part. Buzz buzz tap tap, buzz buzz tap tap, Flam 5, buzz buzz tap tap. Oh. Then you play the middle. Flam left right, top, left right, Flam. Then you play the start of the part again. Buzz buzz tap tap, buzz buzz tap tap, Flam 5, buzz buzz tap tap. Then you play the end of the part. Flam 5, top, left right, Flam. The reason I'm explaining that is because the middle and the end stay the same. And the structure for this tune, if every part is going to be the same, it's what you play at the start, then you play the middle, which stays the same throughout the whole tune, then you play the same as the start, Alright, so the first start and that bit are the exact same, and then you play the end. Alright, and the end is the same in every part. So you could think of it as start, middle, start, end. Start, middle, start, end. All the way through the tune. Okay, and if that's not making sense to you, I can explain it better potentially in person on it during our lessons, if I indeed teach you. If I don't, then you just need to think of that, I suppose, or get in touch and I can explain it in a better way to you, or another way to you. Right, let's do that whole second part. After 2, 1, 2, tap, buzz, buzz, tap, buzz, buzz, tap, flam, 5, buzz, buzz, tap, flam, left, right, top, left, right, flam, tap, buzz, buzz, tap, buzz, buzz, tap, flam, 5, buzz, buzz, tap, and then the ending, top, and then we repeat, tap, buzz, buzz, tap. So that's the start. Here's the middle, flam, left, right, top, and then the start again. Buzz, buzz, tap, buzz, buzz, tap, flam, 5, buzz, buzz, tap. Then the end. Top, left, right, flam. And again, please use the video tools that you've got. Rewind it back, as in however many times you need to, until you're comfortable with that part. Okay, drum kit guys, going for it. Sorry if you're picking that up. All right, but we're in the middle of exams at school just now, so I can't go tell them to stop. So we're into the third part. Third part is the only one that does not start with a left tap. Alright, so here we're doing a 7-stroke roll. It should fill the same space as you would if it was tap flam or tap buzz. 7-stroke roll. So the movement we're doing is 7-stroke roll, tap drag, tap, tap drag. So I'm going to look at these movements here first. Okay, so we'll cover the first one. We'll zoom in again on it because I can. Wow, right in on that. So you'll be 7-stroke roll, tap drag. So this movement, 7-stroke roll, tap drag. So you'll be left tap, right drag. And again, because the drag's low, it should make it nice and easy to play. 7-stroke roll, tap drag. 3, 4, 7-stroke roll, tap drag. And remember, we're swinging it. Okay, so there was our stretch. There's our cut note. So these two need to be close together. And these two are stretched apart. Okay, 7-stroke roll, tap drag. 3, 4, 7-stroke roll, tap drag. 3, 4, 7-stroke roll, tap drag. 3, 4, 7-stroke roll, tap drag. So see how I'm stretching that? 7-stroke stretch. 3, 4, stretch. 3, 4. And that might be a bit tricky for you, doing the tap drag. If it is, sit and spend some time doing stuff like this. Doing tap drag with just one hand. And get used to playing it low, because it's going to be a low movement. Same with the right, because we're going to be doing it on the right, just along here. See there? So you could sit and do that as well. And it will be soft, okay? And on your drum pad it might sound almost invisible, but bear in mind when we play on a drum, and this is a pad, sounds like a drum but it's not, it's just a pad, but when we're playing the drums it will be louder, and the drums are surprisingly loud. So let's try this movement. I'll go 7-stroke roll, tap drag. Let's try that. 1, 2, 7-stroke roll, tap drag. 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 One more. 2, 7-stroke roll, tap drag. And from there, we're going to do the same movement without the 7. It will be tap, tap, drag. So you'll be right, right, drag. And again, just keep it low. Right, right, drag. 3, 4. Right, right, drag. 3, 4. Right, right, drag. And see how I'm lifting the left up? Right, right, drag. You have to do that, alright, to get the drag in. Right, right, drag. Right hand's chilling out. Right hand's going like that. It's the left hand that's going to come up. 3, 4. Tap, drag. 3, 4, tap, tap, drag, 3, 4, stretch and tap, 3, 4, stretch and tap. One more, 4, tap, tap, drag. So if I join these two bits together, we've got, let's zoom out just a touch. Yep, so it'll be 7-stroke roll, tap, drag, tap, drag. So let's try just that. And I'll put the metronome on for it now. Ready? 1, 2, 7-stroke roll, tap, drag. 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 One more. 2, 7-stroke roll, tap, drag. And from there, you're going to do the same taps on the left, but you'll do a flam this time. Okay? So you're going to end up with tap, flam, tap, flam. So left, flam, which is the first movement. This one here. We've got tap, flam. And because it's a flam, it's going to naturally come up in volume a little bit. That's good. That's what we're after. So you'll be tap, flam, and then cross over to the left flam there. And do flam, right, left. Okay, so I'll try this bit. It'll be tap, flam, right, left. 1, 2, 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 tap, flam, right, left. One more. 2, tap, flam, right, left. Okay? And again, please rewind that as many times as you need to be able to play that part or that movement. Alright? Thereafter, it's the exact same middle. So we've got 7-stroke roll, tap, drag, tap, flam, right, left. Flam. Here's the middle. Same middle as every part. Flam, left, right. Hickety, dickety, dot, left, right, flam. And then thereafter you play the exact same again. 7-stroke roll, tap, drag, right, drag, tap, flam, right, left. Ending is the same. Flam does up, hickety, dickety, dot, left, right, flam. And then you repeat it with that 7 again. So I think we should try that whole part. Okay? So after 2. And I'll try this one a couple of times repeated. Okay, because this is probably the trickiest part in the whole tune. After 2. 1, 2, 7-stroke roll, drag, tap, flam, right, left, flam, left, right, higgity, dot, left, right, flam, 7-stroke roll, drag, tap, flam, right, left, higgity, dot, and then repeat. 7-stroke roll, drag, tap, flam, right, left, flam, left, right, higgity, dot, left, right, flam, 7-stroke roll, drag, tap, flam, right, left, higgity, dot, left, right, flam. Grand, and I'll do that apart again. 1, 2, 7-stroke roll, drag, tap, flam, right, left, flam, left, right, higgity, dot, left, right, flam, 7-stroke roll, drag, flam, right, left, flam, 5, higgity, dot, and here's the repeat. 7-stroke roll, drag, stretch, flam, left, right, higgity, dot, left, right, flam, 7-stroke roll, drag, tap, flam, right, left, flam, 5, higgity, dot, left, right, flam. And that's the third part done. Okay? And then that leads us into the last part, which is by far the easiest of all the parts. Okay? So we're going to do left tap, and you'll see here it's a big long roll. So it'll be tap, hickety, dickety, dot, left, right, drag, right, left. And this movement is the same movement as we done, the same rhythm we done in the first part. Okay, that rhythm there. The only difference is we're going to do a drag there. Okay, so it'll be nice and low. So you'll be tap, hickory dickory, hickory dickory dock. I'll run that a couple of times, but that bit's quite easy. Try it. 1, 2, tap, hickory dickory, hickory dickory dock. It's a 3-pace roll. 1, 2, tap, hickory dickory, hickory dickory dock. And one more. 1, 2, tap, hickory dickory, hickory dickory dock. Easy peasy. And then this movement I'll run a couple of times. Right, left, right, drag, right, left. 1, 2, so right, left, right, drag, right, left. And do a big tap on that last one, because that is the end of the big long roll we just done. 3, 4, go right, left, right, drag, right, left. 1, 2, go right, left, right, drag, right, left. 1, 2, right, left, right, drag, right, left. One more. 2, go right, left, right, drag, right, left. And guess what, guys? Same middle. So tap, hickory dickory, hickory dickory dock. Left, right, drag, right, left, flam, left, right, hickory dickory dock. Left, right, flam, tap. Excuse me. And then it's the same again. Hickory dickory, hickory dickory dock. Left, right, drag, right, left. Same ending. Flam does up. Hickory dickory dock. Left, right, flam. So this is the part that I'm probably spending the least amount of time on. Alright, because it's by far the easiest. So I'll do the bottom 2 lines with the repeat. And we'll put the metronome on for this one as well. Ready? 1, 2, tap. Higgity, diggity, higgity, diggity, pop. Left, right, drag, right, left, flam. Left, right, higgity, diggity, pop. Left, right, flam, tap. Higgity, diggity, higgity, diggity, pop. Left, right, drag, right, left, flam. 5, higgity, diggity, pop. And repeat. Tap. Higgity, diggity, higgity, diggity, pop. Left, right, drag, right, left, flam. Left, right, higgity, diggity, pop. Left, right, flam. Tap. Higgity, diggity, higgity, diggity, pop. Left, right, drag, right, left, flam. 5, higgity, diggity, pop. Left, right, flam. Done. So I would say we should try the whole tune now. But if you're still struggling with itchy eye, if you're still struggling with any of the parts, rewind the video back and try it, alright, before we tackle this whole tune. So there's no point trying the whole tune if you're not good at the second part, or not good at the third part, or any of the parts you're not good at. Fix them, alright, make sure they're good, and then piece it all together. Alright, you can't put a jigsaw together with only half the bits. Alright, you're going to have some of the picture, but not all of it. Alright, so you need to have it all. So I'm going to do the whole tune, top to bottom repeated. So first part with the repeat, second part with the repeat, third part with the repeat, and finish with the fourth part. And I'll play it at that slower speed. Okay, and then once I've done that, I'll crank it up a little bit, and we can try it with a slightly faster speed. So let's do it, top to bottom. After 2. 1, 2, tap, flam, roll, right, left, flam, right, flam, right, left, higgity, diggity, pop, right, flam, tap, roll, right, left, flam, right, flam, 5, higgity, diggity, pop, right, flam, repeated, roll, right, left, flam, right, left, higgity, diggity, pop, right, flam, tap, flam, roll, right, left. I've just realised I've not been putting the drags in that first part. Sorry. I'll start again. I'll put the drags in because I'm a donkey. After 2. 1, 2, tap, flam, roll, right, left, drag, left, right, flam, diggity, top, left, right, flam. Same again. Roll, right, left, drag, left, right. And here's the repeat. Roll, right, left, drag, left, right, flam, right, left, higgity, diggity, drop, left, right, flam. Same again. roll, right, left, drag, left, right, flam, 5, higgity, diggity, pop. Second part, big 5s, buzz, buzz, tip, tap, buzz, buzz, tip, tap, flam, 5, buzz, buzz, tip, tap, flam, left, right, higgity, diggity, pop, right, flam, tap, buzz, buzz, tip, tap, buzz, buzz, tip, tap, flam, 5, buzz, buzz, tip, tap, higgity, diggity, pop, left, right, flam, tap, buzz, buzz, tip, tap, buzz, buzz, tip, tap, flam, 5, buzz, buzz, tip, tap, higgity, diggity, pop, left, right, flam, tap, buzz, buzz, tip, tap, buzz, buzz, tip, tap, flam, 5, buzz, buzz, tip, tap. And then third part, start with 7, 7 to roll, to drag, drag, tap, to flam, flam, right, left. Higgity, diggity, pop, left, right, flam, 7 to roll, to drag, tap, to flam, flam, right, left. Higgity, diggity, pop, left, right, flam, 7 to roll, to drag, tap, to flam, flam, right, left. Higgity, diggity, pop, left, right, flam, 7 to roll, to drag, tap, to flam, flam, right, left. And then last part, big long roll. Higgity, diggity, higgity, diggity, pop. Left, right, drag, right, left, flam, left, right, higgity, diggity, pop. Left, right, flam, tap. Higgity, diggity, higgity, diggity, pop. Left, right, drag, right, left. Same again. Higgity, diggity, higgity, diggity, pop. Left, right, drag, right, left, flam, left, right, higgity, diggity, pop. Left, right, flam, tap. Higgity, diggity, higgity, diggity, pop. Left, right, drag, right, left. And that's the tune done. Okay, so we're going to try it again at a slightly faster speed. And if you feel like you're really struggling, then keep playing it at that slower speed. And if you're struggling for motivation, all right, if you can get this tune along with Scotland the Brave and the 3/4, you're ready to join our junior band at Preston Lodge. Okay, so remember before our structure: junior band, novice band, junior band, development band, novice band, juvenile bands. You're going to join our first band. That's amazing. So you'll be ready to do all the city galas and things like that we do, all the parades. Amazing. Get this tune learned and you're there. Okay, so let's see what it feels like at 60 beats per minute now. So that a little bit brighter and faster. And again, do not try this one until you're comfortable with that slower video or the slower speed. Ready? 1, 2, tap, flam, some roll, right, left, flam, left, right, flam, right, left, top, left, right, flam. And we'll repeat. Big stretch on the 5s. Start with 7. Seven to roll, to flag, tap, to drag, flam, right, left. And then last part, big long roll, higgity, diggity, higgity, diggity, pop, left, right, drag, right, left. Higgity, diggity, higgity, diggity, pop, left, right, drag, right, left. Tap, higgity, diggity, higgity, diggity, pop, left, right, drag, right, left. Flam, left, right, higgity, diggity, pop, left, right, then finish, in. And I'll always get you to bring your sticks in on the following beat. Flam, do that, in. And it just gets you finished and gets you in the habit of doing that, because we do that in the band. We don't finish and just kind of let the sticks fall down, pick our nose, wave it full. Sticks are in, okay, and we'll look smart, all right, presentable at all times, and we're ready for the next words of command. Right, we're going to play this tune. Excellent. Rolls. And we're always smart. Always smart and presentable. So once you're ready for that, then let me know, and I will send you, once you're ready for that, once you've played this, let me know, because I can send you the video of me playing it along with the bagpipe tune, which is a bit faster yet. Okay? But once you've got that speed nailed and comfortable, I would say the faster one will be easy for you. I would say it's going from the slowest to that faster one. That's the tricky bit to transition from. And again, don't panic. If you're struggling and you feel you're nowhere near the faster one, then spend a bit more time in the slower one. Okay, it's absolutely not a race. The pipe band will be there when you are ready. All right, it's not going anywhere. It's still going to be there. Okay, so if it takes you a bit longer, so be it. We'll wait for you. It's not a drama. Okay, we'll make sure we've got a drum ready for you when you're ready. We'll get you on a drum and we'll play it in the band with us. Okay, so that was the last of the marching tunes, the standard 6/8. Thereafter, you'll probably move on to competition music. So if you're a member of the Preston Lodge Pipe Band team, you'd be moving on to whatever the map tune is at that time, or the first competition tune is, depending when you're joining the band. Okay, so that'll be our next video, and look forward to that.